So in this video, we're going to create the API route for bringing the chats from a backend to the front end. And inside the server.js file, I'm going to add the app.use for our chats. And we're going to create this file in just a second. And inside the API folder, chats.js. And now inside this file, we are going to need the Express. And also we're going to need the router. And we're going to export it. So module.exports. And inside this, we are also going to need our chat model. And also we're going to need the middleware, auth middleware. So inside this, we're going to have a GET request, get all chats, router.get, and on our home route, auth middleware, request and response. And inside try catch, if there is any error, again just log the error and send server error. So inside the try block, first of all, let's destructure out our user ID from middleware request object. And first of all, we're going to look for the user, await chat model dot find one, user with this user ID. And what we are going to do is populate the data of chats dot messages with. So if you go to the model, we have the chats dot messages with. So this will populate the data from the user model. We have to set the reference to the user. And what I'm going to do is just return res.json user.chats. So first of all, we are going to make this request in a Postman. I'm going to show you what you get inside the user.chats. So this is our route and I have added the token. And if we make the GET request and we get an array, inside this we have a messages with, it is populated with the data from the user model. So this messages is an array. So what this request will do is it will send us all the messages from this messages array, but we only want the most recent one. So if we go to the deployed version, we're going to show the most recent message inside these chat column right here. It will be shown underneath the name of the user. So you can see hi is being shown inside the user name. So we are only going to show the most recent message here. So for that, we are going to run a map loop here. So let chats to be sent, empty array, and inside the res.json, we are going to send chats to be sent. And here we are going to check if user.chats.length is greater than 0. Chats to be sent is equals to await user.chats.map chat. And from this, we are going to return an object. And inside this, we are going to have a messages with property. So this one is going to be chat.messages with ._id. And again, I have written messages with ._id because we are populating the data. And if you go to the Postman, you can see right here messages with is an object, and underneath this we have an ID field. After this, we are going to have the name. So if you go to the deployed version, we have the name right here. We're going to show the name of the user. Name is going to be chat.messages with .name. After this, we are going to have profile pic URL, chat.messages with .profile pic URL. And after this, we are going to have the last message. So the most recent message. So to get this last message, what we are going to do is chat.messages. Chat.messages is an array. So to get the last element of the array, chat.messages.length -1. So you might know to get the last element of the array, you subtract 1 from the length. So this will give us the last message object. We are going to select the message. And again, if you keep the data in front of you, it will really help you to understand what we are doing. Messages is an array. We are selecting the last message. So for now, it has only one message. But suppose you have more than one message and we are selecting the last message, it will give us the object and we are selecting the message property. So dot message And we are also going to need the date of the last message. So chat.messages, again chat.messages.length -1 dot date. So we are going to send this data back to the front end. And now if I make the request again from the postman and send, so now you can see we have this array with this object right here with only the properties which we are sending from the backend. So messages with name, profile pic URL, last message and date. And now inside our pages folder, let's close these files. Inside our pages, I'm going to create a new file, messages.js, React component. Inside this, we are going to need Axios. We are going to need base URL. Also, we're going to need our parse cookies. And we are going to make a request with the get initial props. So messages dot get initial props. Inside try catch, again if there is any error, just return error loading. And inside the try block, first of all, we're going to get a token. And after this, we're going to make the get request, axios.get base URL /API/chats and pass in the headers. And return chats data res.data. And we're going to receive this inside the props. And we're going to create a state with this. So const chats and set chats, use state, make sure to import it, is going to be chats data. So now in the next video, we're going to start working on the layout for the messages page. We are going to create this column right here. So I will see you there.